Sunday, July 5th. I hope everybody's doing well. You had a great weekend. We had a great 4th. We watched the 250th celebration on YouTube, like many of you folks, and brought back lots of memories. I was in the Air Force Band and saw all of our military members playing not only at Mount Rushmore, but at Washington, D.C. as well. I worked the 4th of July in the military for many, many years, almost two decades. So my hat is off to my colleagues in the military bands. In any event, here's the Greymaro update. Lots of little stuff, lots and lots of mock-up. Starting front to rear, you can see I got the hood mechanism mocked up here, the core support, swapping out fasteners and getting the right fasteners. I have the suspension just mocked up. I have new parts for the whole thing and going to put those in there, but just wanted to get the wheels attached to each other real quick. I still have to assemble the tie rods. You can see the Willwood master cylinder and the leads brake booster, and I got the windshield wipers back in, and you can see the bumpers here, and then the plastic windshield guards there that I installed. The subframe and the rear suspension are tentatively in the car, and the fasteners are tightened. The subframe is in place, and I like it. I think the alignment's really good, and that means that the body panels will fit and align much easier, much better. There's so much adjustment on these cars on the body panels. To get gaps really good is very, very difficult. It takes hours on end, and I'm hoping that I won't have to spend hours on end trying to get the gaps squared away. The door gaps are really good on this car. I spent days and hours, and on this go around on the build, because I've built this car 3 times now. This is the third. The gaps are so nice, I didn't want to pull the doors. On the inside, still the same, but I did happen to buy some Dynamat for a Dynamat kit for the wheel wells and the B pillars. Well, I already had Dynamat up here in the package tray, but that's the floorboards are all done, and I think you already saw this already. I did get the correct lug nuts. Pretty cheap. They're only $35. The lug nut guys, right online. Figured out what size I needed, what kind of lug nuts I needed, and they were in the mail and on the car in about 3 days. But there's how the stance is. I lowered it down probably, I think, a 1/2 inch on the coilovers and moved the trailing arm to the middle position on the 4-link, but still, there's some gaposis there. 3/4 inch spacer on the wheel, and the inside of the fenders of the quarters are rolled already, so we got a lot of room here still. I think we can put another 1/4 inch. We may put the next bigger set of tires on it. I think it's probably what we'll do. And here's the trunk all ready to go. And lots of little stuff. Let me put it in the air and I'll show you underneath. Here's the car from underneath. I'll show you. I have this suspension tightened now. It's not like a final tighten. I'd rather do that when the car is down on all fours. I moved the control arm into the middle hole We could still go lower yet if we wanted to. I adjusted this down a ½ inch because we were at 2 inches. Now we're at 1.5 inches on the threads. And all the suspension now is tight or pre-tightened. It's not super tight. It's not the German gluten tight. It is just all kind of prepped. And it's amazing how much kind of mock-up you have to do with this. I did set this up, this angle finder, and you can see the pinion is set at 0 right now. It means it's neutral between up and down. What I did is I just went over here and zeroed it out here, and then turned it 90 degrees, and we're basically at 0. I thought that was cool. Even though I had done a bunch of adjustments, we're still set at 0 pinion angle, and that's what I think QA1 said in the instructions. So going with the Ford 9-inch was definitely a good decision, even though it was really pricey at the end of the day. So next on the agenda is I have a mock-up engine that I'm going to put into it, along with the Tremec 5-speed that we got from Silver Sport, and get some weight on the car and start mocking stuff up, continuing to mock stuff up, and get the fenders back on, nose back on, hood back on, and off to paint we go. And so that's about it for the weekend. Onward and upward with this project, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.